If you've explored some dark content creators of TikTok, you may have seen Lashay Hinton's well-known videos.
I have a stalker.
Oh,
Are you done?
whatever.
Are you done? Are you done?
Y'all do not have enough pull to make me mad.
From heated arguments with people to disturbing acts of neglect, Lashay's tale is both sad and frustrating. However, there's more to her than just her online behavior. Beneath the wild live streams and strange actions lie a story so troubling that it makes us reconsider how the internet can bring out the worst in people. Lashay Hinton is considered as TikTok's worst mother. But how did she become so famous, and what causes everyone to dislike her? Lashay Hinton actually caught the internet's attention not on TikTok, but in an Apple store. She became known as the Apple Store Queen for her bizarre habit of filming herself dancing in front of display phones. Imagine that a grown woman dances awkwardly to music, completely unaware of the confused looks from those around her. The video was so absurd that it went viral because people couldn't stop laughing at the sheer boldness. At first, her content was relatively harmless: dancing videos, makeup tutorials, and the occasional comedic skit. As her follower count increased, her bad character also became more visible.
I need to, can you show me who did this or something? Because somebody came over here and put a whole bunch of food on my house. Is it paid? Is it through DoorDash or is it through, give it to me? Because I know they paid for it, didn't they? I know they paid for it because I know they paid for it if it's through DoorDash. Yeah. Thank you for ever paid for it. Thank you for using your DoorDash. Now play with your mama, not me. Next time, use Domino's or something. Thank you. I appreciate it. They said that they put cash? Well, no. You can take it. You can take it. You can take it since they want to do $67 that they don't fucking have, since they claim they care about the motherfucking kids. Since they claim they care about the motherfucking kids, they should have paid for it, you dumb bitch.
People started to fill her comments with criticisms, considering her strange and cringe content. Rather than ignoring them, Lashay chose to engage even more. Her live streams became battlegrounds where she would scream, rant, and hurl insults at anyone who dared criticize her. It didn't take long for her audience to notice something even more troubling, which was the way she treated her children. This is where Lashay's story takes a turn from bizarre to deeply unsettling. Lashay has 2 sons, aged 8 and 4, and from what her viewers have seen, her parenting style leaves much to be desired. In one particularly infamous video, Lashay can be seen at a restaurant calling her son over, only to throw something at him moments later. And then, as if that wasn't bad enough, she spits on him. Yes, spits. Watching this unfold, you can't help but ask, how could anyone treat their child this way, let alone in front of a live audience? But this was far from an isolated incident. During one of her live streams, Lashay's son timidly admitted that he hadn't been fed. Instead of addressing his needs, she exploded in anger, berating him for exposing her to her audience. The pattern was clear. Rather than taking accountability, Lashay deflected, lashed out, and tried to shift the blame away from her. Her neglect wasn't limited to her children's basic needs. Viewers frequently commented on the squalid conditions of her home: dirty mattresses, piles of trash, and even maggots crawling on the floor. In a disturbing video, Lashay is shown cleaning a floor covered in maggots, with flies flying around. One viewer compared it to a scene from Fear Factor. As if that weren't enough, Lashay openly admitted on a live stream that she'd forced her children to wear dirty clothes because she couldn't be bothered to wash them. Her eldest son reportedly missed 94 days of school in a single year because, according to Lashay, she didn't feel like waking up early to take him. And this isn't a matter of logistics. His school actually is only a 6-minute drive from their home. Despite all this, Lashay continued to paint herself as the victim. She'd frequently ask her followers for money, claiming she needed it to care for her kids, but viewers weren't buying it. Many suspected that the money was being spent on her own vices rather than her children's needs, and the evidence supporting these claims was hard to ignore. Lashay's drinking habits were a frequent topic of discussion among her viewers for a long time. She was often seen drinking a lot during many live streams, while her children had to take care of themselves. Not only this late at night, she'd blast loud music, completely disregarding the fact that her kids needed to sleep. It's no wonder that people began to question her ability to parent at all. But perhaps the most horrifying aspect of Lashay's story is her relationship with an ex-felon. This man, who had a history of violent crimes, including domestic abuse, became a regular presence in her home. Lashay not only allowed him near her children, but also defended his actions, going so far as to blame his victims for his behavior. The situation reached a new low when Lashay performed explicit acts with this man on camera while her children were in the same house. But when confronted, she denied everything, but her audience obviously wasn't convinced. Not only this, leaked screenshots from private group chats showed more serious evidence. In these chats, Lashay boasted about hitting her sons and showed no regret for what she did. It was obvious that her online image was not an exaggeration. It actually made her neglect and abuse seem less severe. As her reputation went further downward, so did the condition of her children. In one heartbreaking moment, a photo surfaced showing one of her sons looking visibly malnourished. Despite Lashay's claims that she was feeding them well, the image told a very different story. It was a sobering reminder that the real victims in this situation were unfortunately her kids. The internet's reaction to Lashay has been a blend of anger and dark curiosity. Trolls and critics gather in her live streams, provoking her until she has outbursts that usually result in her breaking her phone or yelling nonsensically. While some people believe this attention only encourages her actions, while others view it as a needed way to hold her accountable. Without the internet highlighting her behavior, it's hard to say how much more extreme things might have become. A very unsettling event happened when Lashay was babysitting her niece. While she was live streaming, viewers heard the kids playing in the background. Out of nowhere, her niece shouted that Lashay's sons were behaving inappropriately. Instead of dealing with the issue, Lashay kept fixing her wig, ignoring the serious claim. The viewers were shocked and wondered how she could be so unconcerned about such an important matter. This moment was a tipping point for many viewers. It wasn't just about neglect anymore. It was about the long-term trauma being inflicted on these children. Experts have long warned about the psychological impact of growing up in abusive environments, and Lashay's sons were living proof of this. Lashay continues to do these things freely, even with increasing evidence against her. She openly states that she won't change her behavior, frequently challenging people by saying they should come kill her if they want her to stop. This dangerous mindset has resulted in actual confrontations, such as an event where two people arrived at her house, resulting in a fight. Although violence is not a solution, it's difficult to ignore that this situation seems to stem from her actions online. As of now, Lashay hasn't changed her behavior at all, and her children are suffering because of her predatory mindset. Before going over the next case, please consider subscribing to the channel, as it motivates me to make great videos for you every week. Now coming on the next most hated mother on social media. Imagine a cheerful mom on TikTok posting moments from her life with her two little kids. At first glance, it seems like innocent content, common parenting challenges, family trips, and daily messiness. However, then a video appeared that caught viewers off guard.
Let's pick up all the dirty diapers I have lying around my house. I think if I counted right, that's 7.
It was a seemingly clip where she's counting how many dirty diapers were scattered around her house. Let's see how bad this gets, she laughs nervously as the camera pans to diapers in the hallway, on the coffee table, and near her bed. By the time she's done, she's counted up 17 used diapers, all just left lying around. 17 diapers. Not in a trash can, not even in one place, just everywhere. And because of this clip, she became a 17 diapers mother. Initially, viewers were shocked. Some believed it was an over-the-top way to depict the chaos of parenting. However, others had a different perspective. They wondered how a parent could allow things to become so messy. Why was she sharing this with so many people instead of addressing the issue?
You know, the other day when I said that I don't typically have diapers around my house, today's not one of those days. First of all, this is the state of my room. This is all clean. This is all dirty. Diaper. Diaper, diaper. And I can tell you there are 3 diapers out in the hallway by James's room, and there are probably 6 or 7 diapers downstairs. That's just how the day's going. Some days I have my life together, and sometimes I'm just living.
Here's the thing about TikTok's algorithm though, controversy sells. When people are outraged, they comment, share, and keep watching. It's a goldmine for anyone looking to boost their views. And for this TikTok mom, it seemed like she'd tapped into the perfect formula. Chaos, shock, and just enough relatability to keep people hooked. In a video, a toddler flinches when their father enters the room. The child raises their hands as if preparing for something bad. Many viewers commented on the child's fearful body language. One person said, "This isn't normal." Another commented, "That's a trauma response." And the mom's response? She brushed it off, claiming her husband and child were just playing, but the internet wasn't convinced. Behavioral experts explained that such reactions often stem from repeated exposure to fear or harm, and this wasn't an isolated moment.
That way we can just mash TikTok and YouTube and have all the same stuff. Once I do all of that, then I'll be able to post all the juicy, good, new, exciting stuff about 17 diapers.
In another clip, she's holding her toddler, who's visibly upset. Instead of comforting him, she continues filming, narrating her frustration about his sleep schedule. He woke up at 7:30 instead of 10:30, she says, exasperated. "I'm so over it." The lack of empathy was hard to ignore. Then came the videos that many found outright dangerous. She left a hot waffle iron within reach of her toddler, who predictably burned himself. Instead of taking responsibility, she scolded him on camera. "Why would you touch that?" The comment section erupted. People were furious, questioning why she'd leave a hazard like that in the first place, and why she'd think it was okay to record instead of immediately tending to her child. Her follower count kept increasing, bringing new chances. She appeared in online articles, received sponsorships, and started her own YouTube channel. In one video, she happily shared her plans to trademark the phrase 17 diapers, transforming the well-known video into a brand. However, she had already attracted a lot of hate through her evil parenting. She received comments like, "You cannot escape from the TikTok comments." Platforms like TikTok reward creators who can grab attention no matter the cost. The more outrageous the content, the more views, likes, and followers it generates. And for some, those numbers become addictive, and she was willing to go to any extent to seek fame. As backlash mounted, she began deleting videos and disabling comments. In one now deleted post, she tried to defend herself, claiming that the internet was misinterpreting her actions. Another most shocking thing is she often posted about her income, boasting about making thousands of dollars a week as a travel nurse and from TikTok sponsorships. Yet, in another video, she claimed she couldn't afford a $35 winter jacket for her child, saying that it's too expensive, while she show off new furniture and expensive meals. Many people questioned, how did she have money for luxuries but not basic necessities for your kids? But that's not all. She has a kind of split personality for his husband. In several videos, she's seen mocking him, calling him lazy and unhelpful. But in others, she praises him as a loving father. The inconsistency left viewers unsure of what to believe, and everybody left with the same question. Was she using their relationship drama as another content strategy? But the most unsettling part of this story is the kids. They're the real victims here. From being filmed during vulnerable moments to potentially living in a chaotic environment, their well-being is at the center of the controversy. And I would like to know from you guys, what do you think? Is she doing all this for content, or is this some problem of her stupid mind? Alright, that's my time, guys. We have made it to the end. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.